Hello everyone. So in this video I will explain brief about Rigvedic. So geographical area of Rigvedic and society, economy, religion, everything. So let's start with the geographical area. And actually the Rigvedic period was 1500 BC to 1000 BC. So let's start. Rig Vedic is the only source of knowledge for this period. So in 15,000 BC to 1000 BC, Rig Vedic was the only source of knowledge for this period. From the name of river, mountain, and ocean in Rig Veda, we have a clear idea of geographical area in which Rig Vedic people lived. So in the Rig Veda, like if we read the Rig Veda, we will get to know about the river, the mountain, and other and oceans which are mentioned in Rig Veda. So by knowing this kind of thing, we can have idea about where the Rig Vedic people used to live. Now let's start with Rig Veda river. So Rig Veda mentioned 40 river. The Nadi Sukta hymn of Rig Veda mentioned 21 river which include the Gange in the east and Kubha, Kabul river in the west. So and Rig Vedic people who called themselves Aryan were confined in the area which came to be known as Sapta Sindhu, land of seven rivers. Sapt Sindhu comprises Sindhu and their five tributaries Vitasa, Asikani, Vipas, Parusni, Sutudari, and Saraswati. So these are the Rig Vedic name, but let's see the modern name. So Sindhu modern name is Indus, Vitasta modern name is Jhelum, Asikani modern name is Chenab, and Vipas modern name is Vyash, Parushni modern name is Ravi, and Sutudari modern name is Satluj, and Saraswati modern name is Sharusti. And except Saraswati, like all rivers are in Punjab region. So according to Rig Veda, the most mentioned river Sindhu, the most pious river Saraswati, and Ganga was mentioned only one time in the Rig Veda, and Yamuna, uh, the mention for Yamuna has three times in Rig Veda. So these are everything about river in Rig Veda. Now let's see the Das Rajan war in the Rig Veda period. The Battle of Ten King. According to Rig Veda, the famous Das Rajan war was the internecine war of Aryans. The Das Rajan war gives the name of 10 king who participated in the war against Sudas, who was Bharat king of Tritsu family. The 10 king were of the state of Puru, Yadu, Turvasa, Anus, Druyus, along with five other Alina, Pakta, Bhalna, Sivi, and Visani. The battle was fought on the bank of Parushni in Ravi Nadi, in which Sudas emerged victorious. Now let's see polity at the time of Rigvedic period. So the Kula was the basis of both social and political organization. Above the Kula were Gram, the Viz, the Jana, the Rashtra. So Kula formed a Grama and so on. So Kula also called family. Regarding the form of government, it was patriarchal nature. So at the time of Rig Veda, it was patriarchal nature. Monarchy was normal, but non-monarchical monarchy polities were also there. The Rashtra was ruled by king or Rajan, and the royal descent was by hereditary based on the law of primogeniture. Probably elective monarchy was also known. So I can say at the time of Rig Vedic period, democracy as well as monarchy both was present at different place. Now let's see another point. Very little is known about minister of the king. The Purohita or domestic priest was the first ranking official, and he was the king preceptor, friend, philosopher, and guide. Other important royal officials were Senani, army chief, and Gramini, head of village. Now let's see some another point. Kula, the family head, was called as Kulapa. Grama and head of Grama was called Gramini, and the clan head of clan was called Vispati, head of Jana was called Gopati, and head of Rashtra was called Rajan. The army consisted of foot soldier and charioteers. Wood, stone, bone, and metals were used in weapons. Arrows were tipped with point of metal or poisoned horn. Reference are made to the moving fort and machine for assaulting strongholds. So these are the things about politics at the time of Rig Vedic periods. So let's see some other point also. The king had religious duty also. So he was upholder of the established order and moral rules. Rig Veda speaks of assemblies such as Sabha, Shamiti, Vidat, Gana. Sabha was committee of few privileged and important individuals. Two popular assembly, Sabha and Samiti, acted as check on arbitrary rule of king. Later Veda record that Sabha functioned as court of justice. Theft, burglary, stealing of cattle and cheating were some of them prevent crimes. So these are all about polity. So in the polity at the time of Rig Veda, the only few things are important like head of unit only, and in the river we must know about how many time Ganga was mentioned in Rig Veda. One time, Yamuna three time, and the most pious river at the time of Rig Vedic period Saraswati, and most mentioned river Sindhu. And Rig Veda mentioned 40 river, and in the Nadi Sukta hymn of Rig Veda mentioned 21 river which include Gange and Kabul in the west, Gange in the east. So these are only important points about Rig Veda. And some other points also is there like in Rig Veda, Hindu Kush mountain is also mentioned. Now in the next video we will see about society at the time of Rig Veda. Thank you.